And welcome back to CTV News. Well, passionate residents of the South Brighton Holiday Park want their homes to stay open, presenting a petition to the Christchurch City Council today. Marcus Gibbs reports.
South Brighton Holiday Park, it's Ngāire's happy place.
It's a fabulous environment. We've got the forest behind us. We've got the estuary just through the other side of the forest. It's 2 blocks to the beach. The wildlife, the shelter, the camaraderie, the lovely community feel of the camp.
For 70 years, it's been a temporary and permanent home for thousands of people like Ngāire, but its future is up in the air.
And it's just a nonsense to close it down.
The Christchurch City Council is proposing to shut the park down because of the high cost of fixing the earthquake-damaged buildings and land. The cash-strapped City Council would shave $3 million from its budget if it shut the popular park down. But Ngāire's not going to let that happen.
I feel quite strongly that it's actually up to the council to come up with a valid reason for actually closing it.
This morning she delivered a petition to the City Council with more than 6,000 signatures, urging the council to keep the park open.
Here we have 6,680. 30. Oh, lots anyway.
20 families are permanent residents, another 8 are based at the park while their homes are repaired. The current lessees have been running the park since 2005, and since the earthquakes they've been operating on a month-by-month lease. Around 2 years ago the council threatened to close the park because its kitchen and bathroom block had been weakened by the earthquakes, but after a public outcry that decision was reversed. Now the park is back, facing the chopping block.
Your whole world is just comes tumbling down. There's nothing wrong with our houses. So we couldn't understand why it was going to happen again.
Ngāire says it's a popular place year-round, especially with tourists. 10,000 visit every year, and 700 of the online signatures came from overseas visitors who've fallen in love with the place.
I love through the summertime when there's this endless overseas tourists just coming through.
Ngāire has a plan if the place does get shut down, but the council might not like to hear it.
Just throw us out in the rubbish and we'll go and freedom camp with the people and have fisticuffs and poo in the corners.
Following today's petition presentation, Ngāire hopes the voices of the 6,000 backers of the park have been heard.
There were a few thumbs up, a few, smiles, and there was no real negative feeling coming through at all, which was good.
Christchurch Mayor Leanne Dalzell plans to meet with the New Brighton residents to discuss the park in more detail, along with other issues affecting the area.
But when we come out, we'll have a much better basis for a dialogue rather than to see it just as a pure, you tell us what you think.
If these residents don't get their way, there is likely to be more protests on the cards to make sure the message to save this place sinks in at the Christchurch City Council. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.